Hey guys, welcome yet again to another Showdown theme team. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a full Phanpy evolutionary team, or forms team. Now, look at this. Now, this has been a little bit of a couple. No, actually, it was last. I think, yeah, it was a few days ago since I was doing my little usual highlights and stuff. But yeah, I have finally returned, and also sadly, I actually noticed that none of you people have watched my other theme team on Showdown. Please do it, otherwise. That's kind of sad. But either ways, let's jump into it. So we got Phanpy, Donphan, Great Tusk, and Iron Treads. So this will be a very, very interesting using all those four mods. And we looking at it, we also have Phanpy and Donphan with Sturdy and Sandville, and Iron Tread and Great Tusk with Protosynthesis, or actually Protosynthesis for Great Tusk, and Iron Tread with Quick Quark Drive. So, looking at the stats, it seems like I couldn't run fully with their stats, but I was able to make a useful neat set out of it. Now let's jump in. And also, I haven't drank a lot of water recently, so we're gonna probably have to do that, or at least I have to do that. Can I give me a sip? Excuse me. Oh, I needed that. Anyways. So let's jump into the first battle. We actually have 4 battles here, and we are having a very interesting one with versing my opponents. So let's see here. So we got our first battle against Weird Name 12, and hope you guys and girls are gonna enjoy this one. Now let's go here. So he had a Lechonk, and I have my setting up with my special choice spec Donphan, and I went for Ancient Power, trying to get a boost or something. And the Lechonk is gonna set up a Yawn, use a Protect and Yawn strategy, I guess. And it's gonna go for another Protect, so I wonder if there'll be like a setup user Lechonk or something. Either way, I'm gonna go fall asleep, and the Lechonk is actually gonna set up or use a couple of Trial Blaze. So now that I use the Trial Blaze, it'll increase 1+ on its speed, and then it's gonna use again. And my Donphan is, let me actually tell it, it's a choice spec set, max special attack, max health with modest nature for the physical defense. Ancient Power, Earth Power, Terra Blast, and Hyper Voice with Sturdy, Terra Grass. Anyway, so the Lechonk is going to keep using Trailblaze, and unfortunately I didn't wake up for the next 5 turns, and I can go for another Ancient Power, and the Lechonk is going to go for another Protect. It's going to try to probably stall my Ancient Power moves and stuff. And then I decided I want to swap into my Phanpy, and it's going to go for Endeavor, which was a sad and unfortunate move there, because I could have probably sacrificed my Donphan in time, but decided to just ended it. So I went for my Phanpy and finished off with an Ice Shard, and that took it out. Next comes in is Snorad, and I'm gonna go for my own Endeavor and see if I can probably pull that off. And sadly, the opponent is gonna have an Figgy Berry and not an Evolite, strange enough, but either way. And it's gonna start a bunch of double team. I'm pretty sure I'm expecting myself they're gonna start like doing a little snow run sweep or something, so I have to finish it off before it's setting up all those entry hazards. So I'm going for an Endeavor Lander, surprisingly, and all I have to do now is go land one good Earthquake with a full force, and they're gonna tear themselves into a rock type, strange enough, tearing it right off the time. And now my Earthquake will be super effective, and all I have to do is land one Earthquake and take out the Snorad. Now, Phanpy here is a max health, max attack, adamant nature, and 4 for the speed, and Focus Sash, pick up as ability, Endeavor, Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Protect, and Terra Ground for no reason. So I took it out with an Earthquake finally, and able to take out the Snorad. Yeah, it was the fretting one of them all. And I went for a Protect for my Phanpy just to see what this Glaceon is going to use. I then went for Endeavor, see what it's going to use, and it's going to go for a Curse and Calm Mind strategy, I'm guessing. Interesting. And I swapped it into my Iron Treads and went for a Iron Defense strategy, or Defense Curl strategy. Now this is a similar strategy I used way back in the time when I did the Iron Tread sweep. I did one back in like few months, or at least a month or so, or maybe a few days. Yeah, no, actually it been a month or so since I've probably done it, and this is the same strategy back then. And yeah, also, by the way, I was actually doing a couple times when I tried to do a couple sweeps with these mons, but couldn't because, well, I wasn't able to do it. So anyways, the Glaceon's gonna go for a Baton Plus, and unfortunately pass their Cursed and Calm Mind to a Zermerl, and I can go for the rollout and probably do a little chip damage. But they're gonna go for Substitute, and as soon as I saw Substitute, I'm guessing it's gonna do it for some sort of strategy, and of course it's gonna be a Belly Jump strategy. So now I'm gonna go for Belly Jump / Aqua Jets combination. I'm guessing also this has huge power, and I can finish it off with a rollout. So taking out Azumarill, the most scariest thing on them all, you can definitely tell, and that goes down. Next comes in Glaceon. I actually managed to have this special TP with having a good speed and attack, so I can outspeed most of the opponents with it and have a good attack. So I took out the Azumarill, the Glaceon, and the Abomasnow. So the Glaceon and Abomasnow surprisingly had Rocky Helmet, and that crit definitely mattered for Abomasnow. And yeah, I was surprisingly able to take it out. So the next one is last one of the team is their Sudowoodo, and had another Rocky Helmet. It's like a full Rocky Helmet team almost. Who knows? And it's gonna finish me off with a Body Press. So that goes down. And the last one I'm gonna use is Donphan. I went for a Terra Blast Grass for my Donphan and took out the Sudowoodo, and that is end of the first battle. So that was a really interesting one. I didn't get to use Great Tusk in the first battle, but that's fine because the next few battles it's gonna have something similar to it. So let's jump in. So the next one we had against Digos 523, and he had a pretty interesting team. So let's see how this goes. So we got a Titamouse and my Donphan lead. I'm gonna go for the Ancient Power, trying to once again try to get an Omni Boost, and they're gonna go for the Play Rough. So I decided I'm gonna swap into my Great Iron Tread and try to get myself a sweep. So I went for get my booster energy, and I went for the Iron Fan / Substitute combination, trying to get some strategy, and they're gonna just attack me with Play Rough and Shadow Claw at the same time. So I went for a Substitute, you know, preparing everything, see if this goes well. And I went for right off the bat the Terra Rock rollout strategy, and it took out the Titamo. So I have a plus. I have my rollout preparing to do more damage every time I use it in battle. Next comes in Belly Bolt, and it's gonna go for the Muddy Water. And this thing can be a little bit of a threat, but I didn't find it too threatening. So I outspeeded the Belly Bolt and able to take it out. So that was like, okay, we're pretty good. We're set to go, and we might even get an Iron Tread sweep. So next comes in the Graveyard, and it's gonna get its Focus Sash, and I'm gonna go for another rollout, and it's gonna go for Ice Fang, doing nothing at me, and I just took out the third one. So it's like, wow, this is getting good. I might actually pull up the sweep. So I was like, okay, this definitely has Gigaton Hammer. I was like, okay, you know, let's go for Substitute. Protect that Gigaton Hammer, and then we recharge. So like, well, okay, I was like, okay, so they're gonna go for the Gigaton Hammer, obviously. I mean, I predicted definitely. So I was like, well, I should not have any problem setting up another one. So I went for another Iron Defense. This is not Iron Defense, Defense Curl. I don't know what the Defense Curls have been forgotten. I was like, you know what, let's go for Defense Curl and see if I can, you know, get another bulk on defense, because it's probably using a physical move. But then they used Flash Cannon for no reason, and sadly had to take me out. So I was really upset at the fact that actually they used Flash Cannon because it's a special move, and sadly, yeah, it had to take me out. So he's gonna go for another Flash Cannon, and I'm gonna go for my Spec Donphan and go for an Earth Power, and I'm guessing it's some sort of mix set. And then they use Training Kit, so it's like a mixed physical Gigaton Hammer with special moves, I guess. And yeah, I took it out. So next one is the Squawkabilly. I'm always called Squawkabilly. I don't know. And I'm gonna swap into my Phanpy. Ignore the name. I was kind of upset by the opponent using competitive move by then. So try just imagine it's a Phanpy. So Phanpy is gonna go down from a double Brave Bird, and it's gonna unfortunately taking also Squawkabilly is gonna also take recoil as well. So I swap into my Donphan and it's gonna go for a Hurricane, and they lived on 17 HP. Nice. You need to plug sorry people, I know I'm late with the merch, but it's gonna be taking a while until I get it. And it's gonna go for a dual Hurricane and take me out. So the next one and last one I have is Great Tusk. This is exactly the same mimic set I used back then. I used the Great Tusk Sweep. Same move, same set, and same thing. but I might as well tell you anyways, because why not, since I can. So this Great Tusk is a max attack, max health, 4 for the HP with Adamant Nature, Wide Lens, and Photosynthesis with a Terra ground, that's it. So here comes the Fuoku, and it's gonna tear themselves into a grass type. I was like, okay, this is not gonna be that bad. I was like, I'm gonna go for play rough, probably take it at my advantage to take it out. They somehow lived, and I lived on 2 HP like a boss, and able to take out the Fuoku. I don't know how. Fuoku. I'm sorry, I'm sending your favorite, one of your favorite starters. It's not my problem. It has a really obviously weird name, and I'm able to take it out with a Mega Horn. Sorry, people. So I'm saying this a little bit late as well, but I have no reason to explain it. This is my channel. I can explain how I want, and that's that. So, anyways, next one is going to be a versus. The third battle again against Weston, 2208, and let's see how this is going to go. So we've got a Clogsire here, and against my Donphan. So once again, I always use my Donphan to see what it's going to use. Then I swapped in my Iron Content, the Iron Trend, and see what it's going to do with me. So I decided I went for a defense curl with my booster energy. Yet again, I was doing my Iron Tread sweep back then, so I obviously was preparing. So they're going to go for Stealth Rock, and I have a couple spikes when I'm setting up Substitute. And once I set up the defense curl, I can go for a rollout and go for the Terra Rock defense curl strategy and see what's going on. And it's gonna get to 17 HP and use Belly Drum. But sadly, I am TP trained to outspeed most likely everything with this tread set. So it's gonna go for another rollout and take it out. Next one it's gonna come is the Poltergeist, and it's gonna go get this Cursed Body, sadly. So unfortunately, that counters my rollout, and I'm not able to. And since I'm disabled from the the rollout, I can't really do anything. So they're gonna go for the Shadow Sneak. I'm guessing they use the Swords Dance and Shadow Sneak combination, and try and break my sub, I'm guessing. And I went for another defense curl just to see what they're gonna do, and hopefully I can land my next rollout. They're gonna go for another Shadow Sneak, and I was like, okay, this is, it's something. It's not that bad. So I went for a rollout. I was like, oh no, I got a miss, sadly. So I went for a substitute just to get another sub, obviously to live that Shadow Sneak. But they had Giga Drain, and that broke my sub, and also my rollout missed, so I couldn't get the rollout sweep again. So I went for a rest to see what else I could have done, but they're gonna go for Giga Drain. I'm guessing it's a mix set, and also the Giga Drain is gonna crit, sadly, and take out the Iron Content sweep. So Giga Drain could not take me out exactly, but I'm gonna fall asleep and faint from it. So upset about that, but you know, it is what it is, so I can't do anything about it. So next comes in is my Choice Spec Donphan. It's my best option anyways, and they're gonna go for the Giga Drain. Obviously do its thing. I went for an Ancient Power just to break the skies at least, just in case. It's obviously going to stay there forever, and it's gonna go for another Giga Drain, and hopefully I can go for another Ancient Power, get a boost. And sadly, my Iron Donphan, yes, it's gonna sadly not get a boost, and it's gonna set up as well a couple Swords Dance. So I am really scared about this. So I go for another Ancient Power just to see what's gonna else do, and it had also Giga Drain, or not Giga Drain, Salic Berry, and it has Salic Berry and a Salic Berry, and then, what am I saying? It has Swords Dance, Salic Berry, Swords Dance, Salic Berry, Disguise, Shadow Sneak, and Giga Drain strategy. I'm not sure why they had Giga Drain under strategy. Not sure why. I'm guessing it's a mix set, or they thinking Giga Drain is a physical move. I don't know, but either way. So here comes my Phanpy. Again, ignore the name. It just didn't get the creativity, and it's gonna go go for the Giga Drain, and I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. It lived on 2 HP. I'm just like, you know what? Let's go for the Ice Shard because I really need to get rid of this thing and take out the Mimikyu. So that's down, and the next one is Toadscruel, and yeah, I went for an Earthquake just to see what it's gonna do, and it's gonna go for the Leaf Seed. So I'm guessing it's some sort of support set or something. I don't know. And I went for an Ice Shard just to see what else it's gonna do. It's my strongest move, anyways, and it's gonna go for the Trick Room. So what can this Trick Room user use? So it's gonna go for the Leaf Seed, and I'm not sure what exactly its strategy is based around, but I took it out with a high roll Ice Shard and took out the Toad Scroll, sadly, and that's that. Next comes in the Clodsire, and then it's gonna go for Toxic Spice. So I'm guessing the opponent really didn't much have any options at this point because they didn't really have any attacks by then. So you're gonna use a couple of setup. I'm guessing it only gets an Entry Hazard, Clodsire, and Phanpy is gonna take it out. So it took out 3 mons so far, and the last one is Pikachu. So this is where the point I was like, okay, this is probably gonna have something encounter me, but it's gonna go for Nuzzle, and I'm gonna go finish it off with an Earthquake. So doing a little mini Phanpy sweep in return. So I could, it's only a matter of time. Maybe I'll do one in the future, but it's gonna take a while to do it. So thank you much, Mr. Weston, and let's jump into the final battle. And this one contained a bit of assault. So let's see here how this goes. So. Now, because I didn't use Great Tusk a lot, we're going to be see if we can try use of that one in battle. So we got an Earthworm coming in, or Earthworm going instead of a Stealth Rock. I went for an Ancient Power just to see if I can get a Donphan boost. Donphan boost, that's what I'm going with. And 2 of them fortunately landed, but I didn't get it, so I'm just like, you know what, let's just swap to my Great Tusk and just get a couple setups on the Great Tusk and see if I can pull that off. And the opponent is going to go for the Shed Tail, and I'm going to go for the Bulk Up. Actually, no, they went for Spike first, a third one, layers. And I went for dual Bulk Up, and they're going to go for the final Shed Tail and get that item healed up. Are they going to get that Citrus Berry substitute to the Dragapult? And I can go for whatever the move it goes to. I went for Mega Horn and broke free. I outsped it. I was like, okay, that's interesting, because that was actually a Dragon Tail strategy. So I can go for the Play Rough and toke it out. And it's surprising also the opponent had 5 mons only. So just let you know. And then they're going to swap in the Scizor. I was like, okay, probably going to tear themselves into a Steel type. But they went for Agility. I went for a Headlong Rush. And it took it out. So I was like, oh, great. I might even pull the win with a Great Tusk Sweep. And they sold the Rage Quit at the end. No reason whatever. I got a free Great Tusk Sweep at the end. Hope you guys and girls enjoyed the Phanpy evolution line. I'll talk to you guys and girls at the next showdown theme team. And stay lucky out there.